and see if it's working this time. I've been having no real problems, and then the one time I don't double check, I don't think it actually was showing up. Does anybody hear me out there? Test, test. Anybody out there? This is Kevin from KingPittdawg Racing here. I just spent 50 minutes going over the details and the specs for this series this weekend, and apparently it didn't work. What a crock of shit. And I can't even find this one. So I'm not sure if this one's working yet. I'm not seeing it. My channel. Well, actually it is saying it's live here. Test, test. Okay, so I'm actually live this time, so I have to apologize to everybody. I was on for 50 minutes, over 50 minutes, and for some reason it didn't go through. So I'm going to do the quickest synopsis I can. I'm going to exit out of the room here, and I'm going to do the quickest synopsis I can on the setup and everything for this weekend. I feel like I have to redo myself way too much here on this channel anymore. I don't know why things aren't working right. But anyway, welcome to the preview. Welcome to testing. It is the HECS Event 5 Summer Series, the Season 2 Event 10. This is the regular season championship weekend. We're calling it the Championship Weekend of Speed at Daytona. It's a 3-day weekend event this holiday season, starting this holiday weekend here in the USA anyway. Starting tomorrow night, the 1st of September, Saturday night, the 2nd, and Sunday, the 3rd, with the KingPittdawg Racing 500K at Daytona. This is a 10 times event points event, so that'll be the overall event points if you win the event. You will get more championship points just like we've done throughout the season. So 2 times tires and fuel is what we're set at. We're here to test that tonight. There are spec settings for each division. And only medium tires this weekend. 5 times variable time rate on all days. It will be custom weather, which will change with each race. Very minimal because it's going to be nighttime, so I'm not going to do a lot of changing. There will be evening races. We're going to start them just like they would on NASCAR, kind of. Usually the Xfinity race is run in the daytime, but we're going to run it. That one's going to be the earlier start than all the other ones. We will have segment racing. Hey Adam, how's it going, bud?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I just did an over 50-minute video that never showed up online.
Oh.
So I'm just going over the specs that I posted up in the chat earlier. So again, I'm getting right to the point about the segment racing. We're going to have 2 on Saturday night and 3 on Sunday, and we will reset the room on those segments. We're not going to try to do like we did last year, and then we had a bunch of technical difficulties. So we learned our lesson. We will have cautions, and I will have 2 start zones because I'd like to do half-lap cautions if we could. The Geico on the front, Geico restart zone, and then the penalty markers on the backstretch would be the start zone for a half lap. We will have double file starts and restarts. And again, like I just mentioned, half-lap cautions. So this is a 10 times event point race. There'll be the start bonuses times the event multiplier. So every start is going to be 10 points for everybody. So there's 6 races. That's 60 points on the table. Nice. There's a top 5 start bonus, as we've done all season, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, for all 6 races. There's going to be a victory bonus for each race. And then when we get into the segment racing, there will be a top 10 segment bonus paid from 10 down to 1 point for 10th. 10 for first, 1 for 10th. And I am eliminating the fast lap bonus here for this event because it's all about the draft. There will be an additional 10-point bonus for winning the the KingPittdawg Racing 500K main event. The qualifying heat races, the trial, as I'm calling it, the triple qualifying races at Daytona Oval. That's 3 times race points for those. And then, again, the KingPittdawg Racing 500K is going to be 10 times race points. Wow. So I'm setting up specs for all the cars, which is basically sliding all the sliders to the left on pretty much everything. And then we're going to add in about halfway on the roll bar and about 0.5 on the camber on all the cars. And then we'll set up the differentials, and I'll go through that. I have already done this actually once.
I thought you had a room open.
Huh? I did. I killed it so I can go through this real quick. But yeah, so I killed it because it wasn't working, and I wanted to go through and touch on all these cars real quick. But I feel like I'm going to have to do that afterwards now. So why don't we go ahead and get in there? But what I wanted to show you, Adam, if you're watching the stream.
Oh, shoot. Nope.
If you pull up the stream, I can show you my settings. This is going to be for all 3 cars, all 3 Cup cars, and the 2 trucks are the same as well. But the thing I want to determine with testing here is the gear ratio, or the gear settings. Because I don't want to do individual gear ratios. I want to do just a top speed setting. So all 3 cars are going to be the same. We're going to take all the sliders, and they're different specs for each car. So that's why I said just take all the sliders to the left on the settings, and then just add the anti-roll bars in the middle, and then negative camber at 0.5 on front and rear. Everything else is going to be to the center, and then the differential will be set at 10-20-10. That's what I found to be the most stable in some single car testing. And then downforce, again, all the way to the left. The Mustang, you can completely remove downforce on the front, but it's still a little slower, so I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do that. The Camaro and the Crown are going to be set at 97% on the power restrictor, and I think we're going to go with either somewhere from 400 to 440 on the gear set on the fully customizable racing, the automatic speed setting. So that's a pretty quick synopsis of that. Now I'm going to jump in the trucks real quick just so people can see. There is information out there, videos out there about how to set up these trucks, but again, the settings are going to be the body height on both trucks is a little different, but you can set the settings the same. Just set them all the way to the left. Add your anti-roll bar to 5 and your camber to 5, and then 10-20-10 on the front, which you're hardly going to use anyway because of the torque vectoring differential, is set to 595, and 15-30-15 on the rear. And then these we were setting at like 230, 240, and we'll have to mess with that a little bit. That's why I want to do some testing. And if anybody's going to be on tomorrow and can get together, you guys are welcome to do some testing. But let's try to figure out the gear ratio that works the best for both trucks. I think it's going to be different on both trucks. And also on the cars it might be slightly different, but that's why we're running these races as the sub-races instead of the main races, because we don't quite know how they're going to race yet.
For the truck, what are you doing for the differential?
Just make sure the differential, just like the original spec, is going to be at 595. And then I set the front at 10-20-10 and the back at 15-30-15. Probably could be 10-20-10 on both, I guess, just to make it easy. What do you think? I guess we could just set them at 10-20-10 both, because I think that's what I got the car set at. 10-20-10. And then just set the the front rear torque distribution at 595.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make it as close to rear wheel drive. I mean, basically makes it a rear wheel drive truck.
I got 114 ballast, no power restriction.
You're on the Tundra. Yeah, 114 ballast on the Tundra to get the weight.
Okay.
And because it's got 1 horsepower less, I did allow it 6 pounds less. So it's like 4136, isn't it, for the Tundra? If I remember right.
41. Yeah. It's pounds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, those watching out there, the Raptor is going to have, and both of them are going to have the same engine balance tuning, polished ports, racing crankshaft, and then weight reduction 1, 2, 3. You can also do the increased body rigidity if you want.
And you said the camber's 5 and 5?
0.5, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5, yeah. Just a little bit, just to keep it from...
Geez, good thing I had it at 5.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been like a teepee teepee suspension. All right. So that's your KRaPsMoN trucks. Let me switch over to the Tundra just so people can see the settings. And again, I'm so frustrated with that thing. That video I just did, it was actually pretty good, and I'm doing terrible on this one. But again, set your sliders all the way to the left. There are some slight differences between the two trucks. The anti-roll bar again at 5 and 5, and the negative camber go at 0.5, and then we'll adjust the gear to be the same as the front and rear.
Got my toe angle at 0. Is that do we have
0? Yeah,
those?
yeah. I would keep both of those at 0, just because that gives you the least amount of drag on the car or truck.
Yeah. All right.
And then I think we're going to end up with different gear ratios on these trucks.
And this is the same for all vehicles?
I'm going to do the setups the same. Yeah, just so it's just so that it's spec all the way across, and it's just the easiest rather than putting it right in the middle. There's a party.
Oh no, did you?
Alright, so that is the TRD Pro Tundra setup and the Raptor setup. And then I'll jump into the KupKar Spec-R. He was, but yeah, you know, I was on a video and it never I guess went live. It was showing it live, that I was live on the PlayStation. But yeah, I went over 50 minutes of video and nothing. I'm like, why is nobody saying anything? I should have thought about it, but I was yapping the whole time just trying to get all this out. So unfortunately, that was kind of an epic fail on that whole thing. I even built another Silvia. Anyway, so going back into the KupKar, the Mustang is going to get a little bit of an advantage because it seems to be, for some reason, I don't know why, but the system has it set up and it just doesn't have quite the performance points level. So the setup, again, all the setups, guys, and Adam was in on this, Cody. We're just going to take all the sliders and slide them to the left on these cars, except anti-roll bar, which we're going to do right in the middle at 5 and 5. And the negative camber, so far we've settled on 0.5 and 0.5. That's what I found worked best in single car. All three seem pretty stable. I was running these cars at over 200 miles an hour. So, in single car, without the draft. So, yeah, then they're going to fly. We might actually have to lift with these. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, Cody, I still told him to set up the differentials all the same at 10, 20, 10, just to make it even for everybody. And then I haven't decided. I switched the Mustang ballast to the front to see if maybe it'll put the nose down a little bit more, because the Mustang was the only one I could just barely nick the 200 mark, and it was a struggle. I ran a 44.098 in the Crown by itself. If that tells you how much it was flying. It never went, the whole lap, it never went below 200. That's why I pulled the power restrictor back to 97 on that one after I did that. But yeah, I was hoping to get on a little earlier, but I couldn't get set up so we could do some testing. But I guess our testing's going to be during the race. But we'll just set these specs and go with it, I guess. Do you guys want to jump in a lobby and do a little bit of testing? Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Well, let me open up a room. I've got a test room. Yep. Oh, see, that's one of the reasons I went away from the individual gear ratios, because it's just too much. Too much. You have to spend too much time doing it. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Yep. That's just nature of anything, right? Yeah. Seem to do pretty well. Alright, Adam, I got a room up there, bud.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what I can do in this Mustang here. I'm doing it without VR, just so I can watch my everything. Oh, you know what? I should probably shut traction control off too. I don't think it really would matter, but get everything as level and even as you can here.
Are you in the truck?
I'm in the Mustang right now. Trying to figure out the gear ratio on this thing that can make it more competitive. I've already given it 50 pounds less and 30 horsepower more. It should really be getting better performance than it does. We got a pretty strong headwind down the backstretch here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm one notch too low on this gear here. $195, 96. Yeah, I'm down to 191 going down the backstretch. Might have to. That ain't gonna work. That's at 440. Let's go to 420. And I got this room kind of open so we can run all three divisions without having to reset the room.
Ooh, lost steering.
Huh?
Lost steering somehow.
Like completely?
Yeah, I was fucked up. Strange.
You gotta be faster than that.
Might have been a glitch. Might have been a glitch or something.
It could have been. What's that? That's like your rear gear. That'd be like your differential. Your trans is going to have ratios, and then your diff's going to have ratio, and that'll affect all your trans ratios because that's your overall ratio.
Fuck, I'm plowing, man. This is nuts.
Is it?
Straight in the wall, yeah. 190.
You went how fast?
190 around the corners.
In which one?
The Camaro wants to
Oh,
go
you're in the
straight
Camaro,
into the
does
wall.
it? I'll jump in the Camaro.
Yeah. Oh shit, wants to go low.
A lot of times I do it by, if I'm doing it, I'll do it by, I try to keep the second to the last gear, because I see that in a lot of transmissions, although some of these 5 and 6 speeds are actually, or 6 speeds are actually double overdrives. Try to do one of the gear ratios as 1-to-1, and then kind of find the spacing from there. Does it not want it, the Camaro not want to turn?
Like you keep it cranked, and just as it gets to the wall, it starts gripping again. Man.
Oh, I noticed that a little bit the other night. It's like it's carrying too much speed. How fast were you going down the straightaways?
200.
200, yeah. Where are you at? Up there? Okay. Yeah, I ran a 975. I want to see. I may have to drop this down one more on the gear ratio, just to see if I can get that 200 mark again. Because I'm running in 5th. Are you running in 5th gear?
6th.
Are you running 6th?
About 3/4 of the way through the corner, it starts wanting to go straight into the wall. On turn 3 or 2, sorry. A little bit on turn 3 and 4. Oh, 4, I guess. That's hot. Oh, why the fuck it does that?
Well, let's take a look at the settings. It might be just going too darn fast. Where did you have your ballast position? Because the Camaro needs, what is it, 55 pounds?
It's at 35, 33 ballast at position 35 towards the rear. Maybe I'll bring it forward a bit.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if we run all the ballast right smack dab in the middle, it might make the car more balanced on them. This car's got quite the front weight heavy. Maybe that's part of it. Yeah, bump your Camaro up to 55 on the ballast, because we did that, I think, at the one race to try to equal it out, or testing on one of them. All right, I'm gonna jump in there too.
55 weight?
55 kilograms ballast, yeah. That makes it 28.48 for the Camaro.
Mm.
What's the gear set at? 400. Yeah, it feels a little tight already, just coming off the corner there. It might be an Achilles heel for this car. We'll see.
Downforces as low as it can go.
Yep, everything all the way down. Oh yeah, you're right. Whoa, yeah, that really did get loose there. Ooh, I'm gonna pull a priest. Oh no!
Strange, isn't it? It's like locks up.
Alright, so I kept it in 5th gear and it didn't do it. And I'm running at 400 on the top speed on the trans.
Paging Dr. Hunt. Paging Mike Hunt. Thought for sure there'd be more people on tonight.
Yeah, I did too, but it kind of sucked that my stream got screwed up. Kind of really screwed everything, because I was banking on this night to get all the info out to everybody, so if anybody come in, they'd know they'd have plenty of time to get the stuff before tomorrow night's race. So I think what I'm gonna... Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, did you get a chance to do the points at all?
Oh, I've got most of it done, but I've been working so much this week. I haven't been able to do as much, but thank God end of month is over. Woohoo! Tonight.
I'm excited to see how I
yeah, you did
fared.
well. Yeah, you had a good average because I did the averages. So I just got to go through and jot down. I got to take all the points from the 2 different nights and add them all together. But yeah, you did very well. I would say you're probably moving up in the points a little bit more even. So.
All right. Must have been that national anthem.
Yeah.
For the Silvia, we're allowed to use the number 1 spoiler.
Well, I thought I was actually mentioning that in my other stream. We're going to go ahead and use the lip spoiler. Yeah, what is that? I'm not sure which one it is. The one that looks like a NASCAR spoiler.
Yeah.
Instead of the wing.
Darn it! That means I gotta fuck with the livery. It's all good.
So running in 5th gear, I'm just hitting the red line limiter, and although it's probably not accurate on this one because these engines are balanced and blueprinted, so they probably can handle a little bit more than red line. Now in the headwind, I'm getting 196, 190s. I didn't quite make 197 there, but I'm not having the problems in 5th gear that I was having when I went up to 6th gear. But I'm also running at 400 on the top speed. My goal would be to try to get it to where you could run, if you're in the draft, you can run 6th and maybe save some fuel. And then, if you're running, trying to run competitively, you would be in 5th. But it looks like it's going to be, on the draft, you're probably going to pick up about 5 miles an hour, I would guess. At least. Especially in a bump draft. Yeah, she definitely evened out. And I am on lap 8, and I am at about roughly, what is that, 7/8? No, 5/8, I'm sorry, 5/8 of a tank at 8 laps. So the split on the segments in this race is probably going to be, this one here is probably going to be like 40, 20, because it's what, 64 laps, so 40, it'd be 40-25. So you'd run 40 and then run 25 laps on the last segment. Because I'd like to be able to run, it looks like you'll be able to run roughly right about that amount on fuel. And I'm running by myself. You'll probably burn a little bit more up in the draft, I would guess. This is in the Camaro too, so I'm assuming that the Mustang and Crown would still be a little bit more fuel efficient.
It's fine if you run down low.
Yeah,
Yes, Carson.
What I'm going to do is when we're done with this, I'll do a whole another video with the specs and everything on the cars. I can probably get through it a lot faster than I did earlier because I was trying to explain everything else too. So again, those watching on YouTube, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is 3 races here at Daytona. The KRaPsMoN Trukz, which is a spec truck that developed off of the Raptor and TRD Pro to race on asphalt, especially here. And then these KupKar race cars, which are our spec car here we developed. And then we're running the tried and true Silvia Spec-R Aero, set to HECS and FIC spec. Very easy car to build. What did you run, a 44.9?
Yeah.
What gear ratio you got it set at, the final drive ratio? Or the automatic adjustment setting?
350.
Oh, 350? So you were running in 6th gear, okay.
I messed with the final drive a little bit, made it shorter.
See, that's what we're not gonna do that.
Oh.
It's all gonna be spec. So I don't want anybody having to try to. We're gonna have everybody set up to the pretty much the same thing. You can run what you want in practice, but I want to find out what we can do here with the ratios here on the testing. So that's what I meant by all the drive ratios and everything being the same. Is that by doing that we eliminate this, where one car is slightly better and then lose the draft, or you have screw ups in the draft. So I want every car to be exactly the same, basically. And what's really hard to do is try to compare these two cars together, is try to pair them up. This might actually be a good drafting setup because it's a little weak, but I'm still running, even in 6th, I'm still running 200 almost. Yeah, 200 now. But I probably won't pull down the back straight away like the other gear.
Oh, I gotta put that spoiler on the Silvia. Please meet you. I hope you guess my name.
Alright, so you were running, what, a 44.9 with, at 350. Okay. Let me jump in the Crown. I get this set at 400, which might be a really good drafting gear. How high revving are you single car? What are you running, like, towards the end of the straightaway there?
202.
No, as far as your RPMs.
Oh, it's not near red line.
Okay.
Save some room for the draft,
Yeah, that's what that might be a good setting then. What I was hoping to do is get it set up where you could, run shorter gear, run your last gear when you're in the draft and it'd still keep up. But if you fell out of the draft, you could still have some power by being able to downshift. I actually spun in this thing by myself, this Crown. It's got a really weird, little twitch in it.
I'm not a hooker, but I'll hook for you. Hashtag.
Pretty close, 45.079. 202. Ooh, man, this thing has a little bit of a twitch still coming off those corners. 44.997, we're pretty close. And again, I'm running in 6th, not 7th. There, I figured it out.
Sleepy, fluffy puppy.
Oh, is that like 3 thousandths faster than yours was? What was yours, a 9? Yeah, this thing pushes up in the corners too if you're not down low.
Gravity is strong with the force. You been watching Ahsoka?
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. I didn't see them yet for this week. They just put 1 out this week, right?
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, yeah. Fuck, they're just not long enough, man. It sucks. You start getting into it.
Yeah.
It's over. It's like, ah, crap.
Yeah, I know. I wish they'd do something about that. But I guess, you know, a movie's what, 2 hours, so you're gonna get more episodes. You get a little bit more.
Nice.
Where are you at? Oh, yeah, that is fast. .203. The end of the front stretch there.
Nice.
Oof. Oof. Alright, this one's set 5, anti-roll bar, 0.5, negative camber.
.172 in the Silvia.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, we'll run around 180. I think in the draft with a push. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I guess I better get up. A little too low on the apron there. What do you got, a Yoo-Hoo car? I can't quite read it.
Sunoco.
Oh, Sunoco, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, see, I went up to 5th. This gear ratio is not enough for that. Yeah. Because I'm in 4th.
Whoa.
So that's too low. Alright, I'm going to jump down here and I'm going to go off and check my ratios. So that was 400. Let's go down to 380 and see if it can hold up. Everything else looks pretty good.
Getting 167 barely down the back.
With the headwind, yeah, it picked up. The wind picked up. Do you see that? Yeah. Are you still running 350? On the rear gear?
290.
Oh, 290, huh? Wow.
I figured I'd keep it close to the red line because it can go over quite a bit, right, if I have to draft.
I think so. You start to lose power when you get over the red line, so if you can't suck up as good, so that's really what we need to figure out, the ratio for these cars for the racing. But we'll have one of these races tomorrow night, so we should learn a lot.
I just changed it to 300.
Even this one I can't pull with it down the backstretch. .380. Let's go to 360.
So there's a race tomorrow?
Yeah, the truck race is tomorrow night.
And then Saturday, but nothing Sunday?
No, Sunday's going to be the Silvia race, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Yep, 1, 2, 3. I want to get them done so everybody can enjoy their Labor Day.
Nice.
That's a lot of work setting all this up.
Weekend.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad. See, that we're supposed to have 3 weeks between all these races, but with my internet problems I had, I lost over a month.
Oh shit.
That killed everything.
That should be fun.
Yeah, these will be fun. It'll be a learning experience too, because I want to really run all these cars more, the Trukz and the KupKar, and then I want to make a Super KupKar. The Super KupKar will be like the what is that? What is the one? Is it the GT350R, the ZR1? All those high performance ones, turbos and superchargers and
Power, huh?
oh yeah, more power, yeah.
I pretty much got my Trans Am dialed in, so it's good. I'm pretty sure the truck's tuned as well for the speed. Oh, but yeah, shoot, might have to change that because tinkering with the gears.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're already out there? Okay, I'll get going too. I don't know why. I gotta need to shut the.
That's better. Now I got lots of RPM room.
Whoops. Too busy watching where you're at. See if I can catch you.
173. Woohoo! .168 on the exit. Should be able to hold it all the way. 168.
Still not quite what I need.
Ran a 52.582. Okay, better check the truck.
I'll jump in the truck too. You did 220 on that one?
No, it's the top speed. It was at 220 on the truck, so I put it to 230 just to see if it's gonna work.
All right, I'll do the same. Oh, it didn't change. Why didn't it change? Okay, there it goes.
Push the triangle.
All right. Where are you at? You behind me? All right. Let's go. Roll out. Yo, Joe.
Roll out. Well, I got the window banner with your name on it.
Whoop. I was anticipating it turning a little sharper there. So you're at 230 as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this would be a good test to see if I can keep all my pedals fluttering now. That's great. That's not going to help.
You're just a hot mess.
I guess. We might need to be at 220 on these. You said this is 230, right? How are you doing on the red line? I'm running like 6,300 RPM right now at the end of the straightaway there.
Same.
Where is it? Okay.
Still some room for drafting and stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. Not sucking up very good, though.
Just dropped to 151.
Yeah, see, I'm running 147, so you must be pulling away from me. I might have to run this one lower. Let me jump out real quick. I'm gonna jump out. Set it one down to 220. All right, did you leave yours at 230?
Yep.
Okay.
fancy interior.
Mm-hmm. This is real stock truck racing. Not those tube chassis crap. What the hell? We gotta have air conditioning, nav,
Bluetooth,
power adjustable pedals. Yeah, see, that's going to be too much for this one. She's flashing already, and I'm not even in the draft.
Shit. You might need a 240.
Yeah.
I saw a clip on IMSA. It's like a minute long, something or other, and it shows Dale Jr. driving MX-5s.
Oh yeah.
On a little oval course, testing them out.
Oh yeah, because they were going to run on Martinsville, I think, the MX-5 Cup.
Yeah, he said they should because it'd be a whole ball of fun. He said they steer like his race simulator.
Yeah. Yeah, Miatas are fun cars if you can fit in them. That's one time we had a first gen at my shop, and my brother-in-law's like 6'6". We had him try to move one of those. Hey, can you move that? I don't think so. He got in it. It was a sight to behold.
Knees up to the windscreen.
Yeah, basically. I remember one guy we had. They called him Tiny Tim. He was about 7 foot tall. He had that one pituitary gland problem, you know, like Andre the Giant had.
Oh, yeah.
And he got in my 4Runner one time, and it didn't have an adjustable passenger seat because it slid forward. It only had one position because it slid forward so you can get in the back. You know, mine was an 88, or the one I have now actually. He got in that one time. Yeah, that was literally like knees to chest for him. Yeah, this is definitely not good enough. The Tundra seems to be able to pull away, even though, I mean, what is the torque on the Tundra? Isn't it lower in torque?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, isn't I think I'm gonna look. 490 on the 460. Yeah, it's like 30 pounds less. I don't understand how it can be so much better. Maybe it's aerodynamics. 4,100.
36 pounds.
4140. 4145. 4142. What's the Ranger? Raptor at? What's the Ranger at?
I don't know.
4130. I think it's 4142, isn't it?
Don't know. I'm not a Ford guy.
4142. So if we take that away from the Tundra and add 2 more kilograms of ballast, I think we're gonna have to get these cars in the draft and just figure it out. You know, just set a spec and be done with it. It seems to me like the Tundra with its, even though the grille kind of sticks up more, that the headlights being down kind of, you know, and not as, that the Ford is more square. It's probably not quite as aerodynamic.
Mm. Tundra cats, ho! Guess that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, let's just make the spec like, we should make it, hey, why don't you change it to 240 real quick and let's see what we can do in a draft together. I'm in the Tundra 2 now, so.
Okie doke.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
When we get out here, I'm going to let you jump ahead and I'm going to come up and see if I can draft you.
Sounds fucking beefy though, man.
Yeah. I feel like I'm driving like a dump truck or something that's so high. Man, in VR it really seems like you're up high. Because you like look down, you know, like look to your left, and you're like looking like right at the, right at the, like the asphalt.
Sixth gear barely wants to pull.
Yeah, but it might be good. I'm going to try to get up to you and see what happens. Because then it might give us a little bit more drafting. Yeah, it's pulling up pretty good. That's what I want it to be able to suck up. You know, the cars to be able to suck up. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, I'm dropping speed.
Yeah, let's go to 230. I think that's a good ratio for it, for both of them actually. Yeah, that wasn't going to hold. I think 230 is the magic number.
It's the final
oh, it's magic. Alright, let's go out there and see what that'll do. You go ahead. You go first, and then I'll come up and get you.
Gonna get you one day.
All right, there we go. We're right together now. That worked perfect.
Excelsior.
Wonder why it ghosted you. I thought I had ghosting off. I'll have to double check that. But this is just the practice room.
When you come out of the pits automatically.
Oh, yeah, because you came solid and then you ghosted for a minute, for like a few seconds. Now, see, this is more like when, yeah, not bouncing like as bad as the cars did. Yeah, this is the number right here. That's perfect. Because we're just about at red line, and we're probably pushing. If we can lock a couple of trucks together, maybe even 3, probably be pushing like 170, which is pretty good for a vehicle sitting about 7 feet in the air. Even lowered. And the suck up seems a lot better because I'm picking up speed and catching you, but not like egregious. So I'm going to breathe it just a little bit so I don't push you in the corner.
Yeah, I think this is about as far as this thing will go.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect, because then it's not... Oh yeah, look at that bump. That was a good bump there. And there's so much drag on these things, you know. Even the physics engine should be set up for that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I got a little overzealous there. Now, the question I want to see is if I can pull out and pass. So I'm going to try to see if it sucks up. If I get the good enough run, if I can pull down and do anything with it. Yeah, it looks like it worked. I see in the I keep wanting to say Ranger, the Raptor the other day. I couldn't do that pass, but we weren't set up in the same gear ratio, so I think having the same gear ratio should help.
Yeah, this is almost perfect NASCAR style.
Mm-hmm. And they seem pretty stable, too. Now see if you can make a run. So what you got to do is kind of, when you get up close to me like in a corner like this, you got to kind of breathe it.
I was gonna try to do the crossover, but
Yeah, I think that's the perfect gear ratio. And they're stable, they drive good. Alright, let's call that set. And I will make a post about that. 230. And then we're still at 0.5 on the camber and 5 and 5 on the roll bars, right?
correct.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I think we'll make that spec. And we will do a little bit of testing tomorrow night after this truck race on the Cup cars, and we can test ratios on those. I still can't figure out why I can't get the Mustang consistently over 200 where I can the other two. It's got more power, less weight. I don't get it.
Yeah, who knows? Fuck.
I would say we could BOP those. You know, just leave the max and minimum room settings, and then trying to think. Let me see. Let me take a look at these cars. But the Mustang, I mean, it should be realistically. We're almost 100 pounds different than the Camaro. And I think I'll bump the weight up on the Crown as well. Because I can't go any lower than that, I don't think, on the Mustang. Let me jump in that real quick and just see. Oh, I've got ballast on the Mustang. Let's see. How low can it actually go? 2740. Okay. Put it at 0. Let's put it at 0 and see if that makes a difference. What did that on 6, right? 2754. Hey, do you have the Mustang?
No.
No, okay. I was gonna say we should get two Mustangs together and see what they do. Shoot, I don't even remember what ratio I'm at here.
G.I. Joe was there.
Real American hero.
I remembered it because you said something about
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Roll out, Yo Joe.
Yeah.
Roll them out, Yo Joe.
I always put that on Hasbro's site out. They always played like the animated G.I. Joe
Yep.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I was just put it on low volume and just have a nap while it's playing. No commercials. It's great.
Lady J and
Yeah.
what was the demo guy's name? Roadblock, right? Roadblock.
Heavy machine gunner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was a chef.
He's the one The Rock played, right? In the movies.
I don't know. Don't really remember much of those movies.
The Baroness, Cobra Commander, Destro.
Cobra Commander.
Cobra Commander. He always had to sound like a snake. That's right.
At the beginning, yeah, he did a lot of S's, but I guess it's kind of stopped doing that for some reason. At least not as much, anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of my most viewed songs on Snap from the other Snappers.
That's not enough gear. $420.
Let me chat. What the fuck?
We have no worries, mate. Thanks for the channel. What are you doing again? Were you the layer? Rick Layer? Who was that? So what? Or concrete mother or something. They're from Daytona, and you just went to bed, and we also got Grandmaster EVC2, dude. I think you might know him.
What was that?
Doing some karaoke every day. He's just like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. Looks like he's living in a tent now.
Karaoke in the arch out, and then some fucking chick started talking to me, some fool, dog bitch. What do you call them? Twitch kittens. That's it. The Discord bunnies. That's it. Yeah, well, I'm doing runes, so we're going to get to that. We'll wait for this song with all the fucking everything off to get done. I've charged up my crystals under the super moon too.
just asked him. I asked him, "Are you in a yurt?" Like,
He what?
a yurt? He's in a big tent. I was wondering if it's a yurt. He's in Australia.
Oh.
Y-E-R-T. Is that the right way to spell a yurt, or is it Y-E-R-T?
I have no idea.
Thinking I'm in a trailer. There's a dip in the corner over the back there, and so I'm in a trailer load of gravel, and I'm sleeping down there, because that's the way to do depths anyway, and then I'm training something and keep it down and stuff.
Alright, well, I'll make a post. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is do another video, because that one didn't work very good, so.
Okay.
Alright, man. Hey, I'm going to jump out of the chat so I can do this, stop this video and put another one up. So, hey, thanks for coming on and testing, man. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I think we found the magic number for those trucks.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's going to work out good.
Yeah. Yeah, we got them all dialed in.
Yep.
As best as can be, I guess.
Yep, that's cool. So, alright, man. We'll see you tomorrow night. Don't forget, it's going to be, I think it's 8:30 I got posted. Let me double check that.
Is that Eastern 8:30 or your?
No, it'd be my 8:30, so it'd be your 9:30. So.
Okay. Works for me.
All right, man. We'll see ya.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, YouTube. I am gonna create a new video like I just did before this one that didn't actually work. Over 50 minutes of explanation on the races this weekend. So make sure you join us, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It is the main event for Sunday, the KingPittdawg Racing 500K at Daytona, part of our HECS Championship weekend at Daytona. I'm sorry, the Weekend of Speed at Daytona. That's the official name of this weekend. It is the Season 2 and the Summer Series regular season championship and the Summer Series championship. So we will find out the 16 drivers eligible for the HECS title. Our defending champion Nook is right there in the mix with everything. So and don't forget, I'll put up the cars here, right here on the screen. This is the Mustang version of the KupKar. It's a wide body car with pretty much all the modifications as far as performance things go. I'll be putting that video up here just in a few minutes. So I'm going to sign this one off. Thanks everybody for watching. Hang tight for the other one. And we may do a little bit more tweaking on the Mustang to try to get that little bit of extra speed out of it. I don't understand why it's not. It might even be just a physics problem with the game, with the way the car is set up. So I think that's it. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you around in a few minutes. Until then, KingPittdawg out.